So let's say a word of Mussar. I want to talk about the problems that we have now currently in the Jewish people. Today or yesterday at night they announced that the new government is not going to be formed and it's going to be postponed for 3 months and we're going to have another election. Okay. But what does it mean? This is important for us. I want to explain this concept. Very important concept. It means, what was the whole argument about? What is the whole argument about?
Haredi in the military.
Haredi, Yeshiva boys in the military. Okay? So I want to explain this concept.
They're willing to pay.
What?
Really the argument?
That's not really the argument.
I don't say they're willing to pay 2 billion shekels to go to Tziyon against Haredi, but not to
Correct. We should be following. First of all, I want to explain the position of the Haredi, and I want to explain why Hashem does it. This I heard from Rabbi Zimmerman, Zechon. He said it many times. Rabbi Zimmerman, Zechon, said that if it wasn't for this situation, that the Yeshiva Bochim needs to go to the army, mi karatim, and they have a ptur, a way out, a long dish of ptur, a dichui, not a ptur, a dichui. I say dichui, a push off. They really need to go, but a push, a deferment. If it wasn't for that situation, the oil of we have today wouldn't exist. The mass, Hashem, we can't speak like that in concept. We're talking about along this in the Mussar world. Okay, Hashem, we don't talk good about Jewish people. But this is what Rabbi Zimmerman said. Or at least it's a very big push. I won't say it's a factor, but a very big push. It's a chesed of Hashem. I have here 2 yeshivas of Israelis. I'm not saying. It's a fact. The minute they get the piece of paper and signing the firm, bye-bye. I have no power over them. I cannot ask for, how do you say, tuition. I cannot scream, you must sit down, all that, I'll throw you out. I have no hands up on them. Now they're from love, they feel like balachus. But they're not balachus. In their head. They think.
They need more help.
They need help. They need to train them. My whole work is until the few months that I have, I'm waiting for the dichui, for the defer. That's when I have it in my hands. That's the only months I have during the year to train them. And in my hands to give them love and care, that they lift them up. It's our children. Those are children, the growing religions. That's a problem in the generation. It's a big chesed Hashem.
We're the dugma for the rest of the year.
Yes, we're the dugma. For many years we had the Israelis, few years, the Israelis in this yeshiva. And one of the ways where I really work, most of them are Sephardim, no connection to our culture. But really Israelis, they really worked out because what was the biggest factor? They saw the passion of Balachuba's learning. He says, where I'm at, it's a question I'm there. I was born religious, raised religious. Why those guys that have shining, they have a spark in their eyes when they're learning, they can listen to a Shiur for 2 hours. Till now, they can't believe this. So how can I hold important people for 2 hours of the Shiur? After half an hour, they're looking and they start banging the clock. Maybe not working. What's going on? How is this possible? Okay, I told them I'm a little bit of a comedian, so I can hold people. Who knows? This is a big chesed. This is Rabbi Zimmerman said, big chesed of Hashem. But what's really going on here is I want to explain what Rav Dessler writes in Michtav Milion. Very important letter. I think I spoke about it a few times, and I'll say it over again. There was a school in Manchester that they wanted to open a school for Torah and Avodah. Learning Torah and teaching people trades, people should liba, they say in Hebrew, liba, all the math, and who knows what, geography, who knows what, science, to make them professionals. So they asked the Ponovich Rav and Chazon Ish, should they open such a school in Manchester or not? Now Manchester is a Haredi place, a Yeshiva Gavoa, a big Yeshiva, 300-400 boys. It's a Torah community. So they asked them, they should open such a thing or not. So the Ponovich Rav went to the Chazon Ish, and the Chazon Ish says, no, they should not open. What do you mean, a lot of weak boys? You want to train people originally to become crippled. They don't have the ability to bring power of Mussar, bring money, and you train to be poor, and you train to be angry on their religion, and they want to run away. What's going on? What are you doing? There's a very important rule. You have to know, B'ezrat Hashem, whether you get married or those who are not married. The Haredi, deep, very deep understanding of forming the Haredi in Eretz Yisrael. Came the Chazon Ish and the Ponevezher said no. The first lesson that they teach you in running a campaign, running a school, management, is you only can give one message. The people, students, teachers, people don't hear two messages. Only one message. So what is the message we have to choose? Ach verak Torah. If you train the kids and the people only Torah, so then people that do need to go to work or need to go to their colleges or whatever it is, it's a yotze min haklal, is a chutz, is an extension, I didn't say yotze min haklal, a chutz, an exception, but you don't break the rule and you can create Talmidei Chacham. But if originally you create a society that you give both messages, look what happened to the Mizrahi Eretz Yisrael. 90% of them didn't become Talmidei Chacham. The religious became even less religious. Because children, especially which have Yetzer Hara, if you give them two messages, what they will choose? Easier. So you never create Talmidei Chacham. So was B'mezid. The Haredi in Eretz Yisrael was planned B'mezid. The Rosh Yeshiva used to say all the time, Ach verak Torah. I told my father many times, what do you think the guy is about you? He has to take care of the Arata, you're going to choke him, he needs money to live. He says, no, he told the guy, listen, you became religious, you found about Hashem, you converted, who knows what, now you know Hashem, how can you not do all the best you can? Okay, but in the reality, a lot of people went to work in this community, did this, went to fundraise, and found ways around Torah, who knows what, they want all day in the best minute. But the line that everybody got from the Rosh Yeshiva was what? Right, Rabbi? But he didn't know. He told this guy, you go to work. This guy was working this. They felt as a di'evet. Yes, the message has to be as a rule, as our knowledge, it's a di'evet. But if you, even though in the depths of halacha, it's not di'evet. I'm not to say it here. The message is open and close the mic. So that's the idea. The idea is and anything else is a di'evet. That's the only way we can create Talmidei Chacham. And that's a true way, in the depths of the depths. It's really achraktor. It's everything is di'evet. Okay? There's a chititzis, there's a chutz, there's a haloches, there's a pansha. Okay? There's a teiri, dichuin, the first. So what Hashem was a big chesed Hashem? Hashem is really telling us, in the last 70 years, look what's going on. For 70 years, the Haredi don't go to the army, but it's always the first, not a clear chok. It's always hanging. Yes, no, since I'm a little kid, this chok was banging. For 50 years, 75 years, my Hashem is doing it. Can't you just finish it? Same thing as Tziyon. Tziyon, my father for 50 years was Tziyon. He was never able to get a simple, normal contract out of Tziyon. We had a contract. This area, that. Tziyon belongs to the Jewish people, Hashem. Hashem made us a big chesed. What is the chesed? The chesed is really, this is the di'evet. Some people need to go to the army. If we're not going to go to the army, in reality, the Goyim will slaughter us in this situation. Okay, we should get rid of the government, have a Jewish government, maybe then we can do peace with Jews. I don't know. But the reality right now, if right now I become the Prime Minister, Yitzchak Goldstein, say, out! Everybody to the Medrash.
Amen.
Yes? Okay? So now everybody's holding there. How do you do it as a process? How do you relate? How do you pick? What message do you give? This is very important. It's not Hashem Yirachim, it's a true idea. So the Chazon Ish is Chazon Ish. Writes down is the bottom Michtav Eliyahu. The message has to be Achvarak Torah, because otherwise people will hear and will use the other routes. That's the message. So Hashem is giving us a chesed. Chesed. For 75 years, how many years the government is here? 73, 72, I don't know how many years. For 72 years, we're always bouncing. Yes, no, no, yes. And May, which is now, and the end of May, is what, tomorrow? What is the end of May? Today. Tomorrow, legally, the exemption, the defer for Yeshiva Bocher is canceled. Officially. It's canceled. Tomorrow. What's going to be afterwards, we don't know. Which means tomorrow, anyone in this Besmedesh legal, according to the Israeli law, he needs to go to the army.
There's no government.
No government. Hashem is hanging. Yeah.
That's the reason why.
That's right. Who knows? Hashem does it always like this. It's a pellet. It's a pellet. For what? To remind us that the silver and Torah is a privilege. And it's really Achvarak Torah. And the real depths, it's really true Achvarak Torah. Because really when a person understands what the world is about, that we here just momentarily transferring here, there's nothing else to do besides learning Torah and doing Hashem's mitzvahs. Nothing else. Anything else you do, it's a really muchach. That's a muchach. Okay, you have to eat. Okay, you're muchach. But it's not a goal. It's no other way. It's no other way. So Hashem is giving us nisim floors. Nisim floors. That the non-religious people take responsibility of the army, thinking, I'm not alone, because one day the religious people will come, 75 years in one day. So he gives them the hand, okay, they're almost getting there. Well, you get almost, it's there, it's almost there. But what happened in reality? We're not going for 75 years. Some 500 Yeshiva Bochim, 75 years ago, we over 180,000 Yeshiva Bochim and Kola guys. Almost 200,000 from 500 to 200,000 in 75 and 72 years. It's a mess. And there's Golui, an openness. Openness. It's a mess. So today I was saying to myself, I'm not going to talk about the parasha, I'm talking about the reality. It's a mess. Our reality in Yeshiva, it's a mess. It's a mess, and we have to know, we have to treat it like this. It's a schus. It's a big merit. It's a big merit we can sit in the Yeshiva and Torah. It's a mess. This chok is hanging back and forth, and everybody's almost biting us, but it's not. It's almost doesn't count. And it's back and forth. And because of the army, a lot of Yeshiva Bochim learn Torah. Or I won't say it because, it's a big factor of a lot of people learning Torah, because they don't learn army. It's a mess. So they are causing us. They're having this rule for 75 hanging, but it's a reality there. Defer, and we're learning more Torah. Thank you very much, Amisol. It's a mess. It's a mess. Just want to make a small correction here. Vada, if I would be the prime minister, now everybody won't tell you we won't have a problem with that going, because Mashiach will come. That should we protect us. It's a famous story. It's a famous story that they said about the Chofetz Chaim and the maid Simcha Mitvinsk. She used to bring this story many times. That the non-religious people in Russia, the Maskili, made a play. They made a play. They showed the Russian army coming. And all these Yeshiva Bochim, because they wanted to take Yeshiva Bochim to be part of the Russian army, the communism and all that. So they show that, okay, learning Torah, everybody's in Yeshiva, comes, the Chofetz Chaim is the head of the Jewish thing, the head of the Jewish army. So, okay, let's go to the army. He takes the saber, he goes to learning in a war. And all there was is bullets and who knows what running everywhere, and they close the scene. Everybody's laughing. So they told the scenery to the Chofetz Chaim and Simcha Mitvinsk. He says, why they close the scenery? We should leave it open, and it would win. And that's our true belief. True belief in the essence of the reality of the world. Hashem is the creator. Amen. And Hashem's Torah is the truth. And the Torah created the world. And our learning Torah holds the world. Yes, that's true reality. Ma'avim Shalom Oilo, we bring a lot of peace. And reality, we don't understand it. Now the Chaychi is okay, it's chutz. It's not the cloud. The rule is, that's the rule. So this is what we hold it. We have to thank Hashem that we had G'doli Adoy 75 years ago. That trained the Jewish people, the Haredi world, and Eretz Yisrael differently. The Haredim in America have a big problem. Right hand side of me, there's a room here with Yeshiva boys from America. Look what's going on there. I'm not saying anything bad. I don't hear. I'm not even here. But what's the reality? All of the parents and grandparents could be the Gedolim in Lita. A lot of them, yes, my grandfather was the Ilu of this, was Rosh Yeshiva there. But if you train your kid, the world learning, also you can go to work, which is good. And you can also have telephones and internet, and everything is good, and also learn Torah. Torah is sweet and great.
Torah
also
plus.
Torah plus. What's the reality? What's going to come out of that? What comes out of that? Doily? Nothing. What's a child will choose? Definitely the easier route. So they have to bring psychologists to talk to them about how to get off problems of smoking and drinking and women. Who brought all those problems? If you give them 2 messages to the children, Vaday don't choose the easy way. And working hard in yeshiva, sweating for hours and days and weeks and years to get them out of it is years. Okay, Baruch Hashem, we have Eretz Yisrael, they come to see Torah, it uplifts them. They see only how they see Baal Chuz, when they're learn Torah, all excited. Sometimes you see, we have the night of Shiur, they come in, they say, wow, the rabbi's so excited. And everybody's excited, learning for 2-3 hours, and what's going on? They want to be part of that, part of the excitement. Baruch Elokeinu, that He made us a Haredim of Eretz Yisrael. Rabbi Hananya ben Akasha.